Mushroom and ricotta ravioli with sage butter and truffle oil. You want to start with 200 grams of 00 flour and 2 eggs. Make a well and crack the eggs in the middle, add a pinch of salt and about a teaspoon of olive oil. Whisk well until it forms a thick paste. Once you get to a thick paste, you'll need to work the rest with your hands, kneading for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, your dough should look something like this. Wrap it in cling film and set it aside while we make the filling. For the filling, you will need 250 grams of finely chopped mushrooms, 2 shallots finely diced, a clove of garlic finely chopped, some fresh thyme, some white wine, some parsley, about 100 grams of ricotta, and 3 tablespoons of grated parmesan. Heat your pan with a tablespoon of olive oil, add shallots and a pinch of salt. Saute for about 2 minutes before adding your garlic. Then follow in with your mushrooms and cook these for around 10 minutes until all the water is evaporated. Once all the water is evaporated, you can add 50 ml of white wine. Let that reduce again before adding your fresh thyme and a pinch of black pepper. Set aside to cool. Once cooled, you can add your parsley, the parmesan, ricotta, pinch of black pepper and salt, and mix together till it's well combined. Now we need to roll the dough. Cut the dough in half and put one half back in cling film so it doesn't dry out. You can either use a pasta machine or a rolling pin, but you want to get each sheet to about 3mm thick. On this particular pasta machine, which is the Atlas 150, this is going from setting 0, the widest setting, up to setting 5. Once you finish with one half, dust it with flour and then start on the second. Using 2 teaspoons, spoon the filling onto one half of the dough, leaving about an inch gap in between. Brush the filling side of the dough with some water along the edges and in between each mound of filling. Place the other half of the dough over the filling, pushing down to make sure it's sealed on both layers and make sure to knock out any air pockets. Now it's time to cut the pasta. You can use pasta stamps like this, or I'm just using a pasta wheel, but you could easily just use a knife and crimp the edges with a fork. Trim the edges to get rid of the excess dough and to make sure your pasta's sealed, then cut into individual ravioli. Bring a pan of water up to boil and cook your ravioli for around 4 minutes. In a separate frying pan, melt 2 tablespoons of butter and add around 10 sage leaves. Then spoon your ravioli into the sage butter. Now it's time to plate. Top with cracked black pepper, parsley, some grated parmesan and some truffle oil.